Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of My Garage Roleplay. Alright, so we are just on our way back home from Steve's pawn shop because I went to sell all of the parts we took off from the mangled lad, if I can call it that, or the twisted mess as I called the episode before this one. So those parts have been scrapped, and yeah, we've got a little bit of an addition to our house. If you can notice it already, we've got a brand new garage door installed. So this was actually, yeah, very easy to do. So I basically went to the hardware store in town and I bought a couple of things. So yeah, it's pretty much a wall kit, a door kit, and some, well, finishing materials with a little bit of paint, as you can see. So that has been sorted out. So yeah, garage now has a garage door. And you will also notice that the Niva Truck is a little bit taken apart. So I did remove all of the parts because we are going to take this thing to paint today. So yeah, hopefully we will get that sorted out today. So I'm gonna disconnect this trailer and push it back into its spot over here next to the car trailer, which we have to connect up to, because obviously we need to tow our Niva on the back of the trailer. So I think what I should do is turn the car around. Yeah, I should probably also show you guys what's going on inside here. So yeah, I've been a little bit busy, but not too hectic. So pretty much the Lad Coupe that we started working on, yeah, I did go and buy some cutting discs. I think it's on the table over there. So I started cutting the panels off, and the ones that are currently still on the car are a little bit salvageable. So just needs a little bit of TLC with a hammer. So yeah, just to show you guys what I've been doing with this. So pretty much each and every panel can be, yeah, knocked straight a little bit. So, but I didn't want to carry on too far without actually recording this for you guys. So just to show, all of these panels are pretty much going to come back together, and with a little bit of Bondo here and there, I think we should be good to go. Because yeah, that's probably a little bit noisy. Yeah, just with a little bit of TLC, we should be able to put this thing back together in no time. So yeah, I think I can probably do this at the later stage, because we are pretty much looking for a donor vehicle. So today we might go and prospect a little bit at the junkyard and see what is available over there. So I will be taking you guys along for that journey as well. So yeah, first things first, I'm gonna turn the car around and see if we can get our car trailer connected up again. So let me do this quickly. Alright, I must say, towing with this Lad Coupe of ours is actually a joy now, with the extra power we have from the inline 6 engine. So this shouldn't be a problem for our little coupe over here to tow the Niva Truck over to Tom's shop, because we are going to respray it over there. So yeah, I still want to see if I need more materials. Obviously I need a lot more materials to build my driveway, to expand my driveway. So we will see which way we are going with this. Yeah, just gonna give it a little bit more time for the people to comment on my previous episode, to see if we are going to extend on this side or on that side. So yeah, we'll definitely have a look at that, so definitely stay tuned. Alright, but first things first, probably not gonna see much with this headrest behind me. So this definitely yeah, blocks the visibility a bit, but I think that should do. Luckily we can push the trailer around a little bit if we need to. So I think if we just move it slightly to this side, and yeah, we should be able to drive it up. So yeah, the paint booth is available today because Tom is not at the shop. He went out to visit some family in town. So he will probably be back to continue work on our Firebird. We are still waiting for the paint because that has been ordered. It's a very special color that we had to get mixed for the car. So yeah, we are still waiting for that. And once that paint has arrived, pretty much it's just a matter of getting the final paint on the Firebird. Let me just concentrate on this for a second. So yeah, as I said, once we have the paint for the Firebird, then Tom will do the paint for us, and then pretty much we can get the car assembled and back to the shop, because we still need to do an engine rebuild on that car as well. So that is on the cards. So speaking of engines, my friend who contacted me a while ago, he's opened the shop recently. He's close to the junkyard, so I might take you guys past there as well while we are visiting. So the engine for this car, I did actually send it in to him for refurbishing, so we will see if he is done with that once we pop around there. Maybe we can pick it up already, because he said it shouldn't take long. It's not a lot of parts he needs to change on it, so hopefully that will be sorted also today, so that we can get the engine back. So we'll probably have to pop it in a trunk or on the passenger seat or something of the coupe over here, because this is our only means of transport, because obviously that is going to be in the paint booth to dry. So I think Tom already fitted our paint in the paint booth for us, so that should be ready to go. And hopefully we don't have any trouble towing with this car, because our suspension is a little bit lower. So I'm just going to take it nice and easy, and then yeah, once we get there, I will start painting this little Niva truck of ours, and hopefully it's going to look a little bit better. So yeah, we're going to just take it nice and easy, and I will catch up to you guys once I get there. Alright, so here we are. We have arrived, and yeah, I just pretty much need to lift this ramp up again, and then we will see if we can get our little Niva truck off the trailer without any problems. I'm sure it should be fine. So yeah, once again, my age-old trick of just letting it roll down and then catching it. Alright, so there we have it. So I did decide to fit the old wheels from the coupe over there on this, because we are going to be painting it, and I didn't want to get any color on the rims. So for that reason, these wheels are fitted so that if we do paint it, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so we're gonna back it into the paint booth over here. Alright, I think that should do. Handbrake up. Alright, so yeah, hopefully this is the last time we see this truck in primer grey. So I did think about the interior. I was gonna order just 2 door panels in grey, as well as a gear stick and a handbrake lever for this, because we've got the 2 grey seats back at the house. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Obviously we don't have a headliner for this, because this is a custom built, home built little pickup truck, but that is fine. So yeah, we will get this painted in the same color green as our Lad Coupe over there is painted. So yeah, let's just test on spray gun over here. That is perfect. Okay, so we are going to get to painting this thing. It should be fairly quick, so yeah, sit back, relax, and just enjoy this. Alright, so I think that should do. I just want to check if I managed to paint the doors on the inside as well. So those look good. Yeah, I don't really want to touch the paint because it is still very fresh. So yeah, that is hopefully all covered and nicely painted. I'm not too concerned about the quality of this work because this is our shop truck, and yeah, it's supposed to be a work truck, so I'm not going to be too bothered about it. And yeah, we are going to be changing the engine in this to an inline 6 very soon, so I'm not going to be too worried about painting the engine block and all that all together. So yeah, there we have it. So that is going to stay here overnight to cure, and then hopefully in the morning or by the next episode we will be able to pick this up and get it back to our shop or our house for assembly. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we are going to go back home and offload this trailer, and we'll check the time because it's now a little bit late in the afternoon actually for us to go to the junkyard. So we might continue banging out some panels on the little coupe, then we'll go to sleep a little bit, and in the morning we'll head off to the junkyard and see what we can find. So yeah, we did get the go ahead from the owner of the race car to replace the parts with used parts. So obviously we are gonna do a little bit of work to it and just make it look pretty again, and also do a quick paint job on it for him. So I'm not too sure if we are going to be applying vinyls for him, but I think that's something he'll probably do himself again. So I think if we can just more or less match the color yellow for him eventually, that'll be good enough. Alright, so we are safely back at home, so I'm going to pull the car into the garage, and then we will pretty much push the trailer into its place again. So I'm just going to try and get the car in. That should do. Alright, so yeah, our little Lad Coupe is doing very well. Even towing this trailer, we are squatting a little bit, as you can see, but yeah, this car wasn't really built for this. So hopefully when our truck is back in action, we don't ever have to tow with this little car again, because that tow hitch the tow hitch we have on the car at the moment is from the truck, so that has to go back onto our little Niva Truck. Alright, so now it's almost 4 PM, so yeah, we're gonna get a little bit busy in the garage and see what we can get done. So yeah, where did I put my hammer? It's on the table over here. So yeah, let's get to banging some dents out. See if we can sort this chassis out a little bit better, and also we can start stripping off the worn suspension parts. So yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much see if we can get this thing straightened out a bit. So yeah, let's see. Got our firewall, that seems to be okay. Alright, that should do. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. So let's see if we grab a little bit of Bondo. Let's get this part nice and straightened out. Alright, so no Bondo required on this panel, so that is good to go. And this one, yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any Bondo on that. So obviously these parts are way too far gone. So I will load those again in the trailer, and then we will go and scrap that. But yeah, I think let me start working on suspension now. Let's see what parts we need to take off over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this, yeah, pretty much the brake caliper, and then we will do each corner at a time again, like always. So I will place, yeah, let's think, we'll use that table over there for the old parts, which we can go through and sort out. Alright, so yeah, let's start on that corner of the table and just keep ripping parts off. So we need our screwdriver for the rotor, so let me grab that. Alright, so yeah, I think this brake rotor needs to be replaced as well. That's looking a little bit thin. I might actually have one laying around, so we will check. But this is a 5 lug. Not too sure if these are the same. No, that is for a front, and that is for the, I think that's basically a part that I used from the Chevelle. Alright, so this rear hub is also gone. Luckily the axle itself looks quite fine, so that is good. Alright, so not too sure if we're going to have enough space on this table, so we might have to start putting these things on the floor. Alright, but we can continue looking through all of this suspension parts over here. Alright, so we've got one bad lower control arm that needs to be swapped out. So hopefully we can get a donor car with quite a bit of parts. Then it'll be less parts we'll need to source from, you know, a new supplier. Alright, so we got this one as well. Let's see, upper arm, that's worn. Alright, so let's carry on with this side first. We obviously need to take this one off as well. So that should do if we replace these, both of them. So I'm not too sure if our donor car will have any of these parts, but I guess we'll see once we get it back to our house over here. Alright, so let me continue. I'm not too sure if that part there is actually this adjustable coilover, if that still works. It seems to be okay, but we'll check it once the car is back on the ground and it's got its wheels on it. Maybe we can replace those as well. So we need a new rear arm as well. Alright, so this side looks fine, that can stay. We will do brake caliper, rotor, and also check the hub. I think the hub on this side is also, no, that should be fine, that looks fine. But the brake rotor looks a little bit thin, so we'll get one of those also. Alright, so let's grab this one. So that is looking very thin. Okay, so looking at the rear suspension, drive shaft looks good. We've got a good differential, so that isn't too bad. We still need to order a brand new gas tank for this thing, and I think maybe this trunk panel will cut off and see if we can straighten that out a bit more. I keep thinking these things are worn, so yeah, I think just for safety we'll replace everything. Over on this corner we need to replace a upper control arm, which is mangled quite badly, so we'll definitely need one of those. So let's pop that on the table, as well as this one on this side. So yeah, I'm sort of jumping around now, but that's fine because at least I know what I'm busy with then. Okay, so both of those needs to be replaced. The lower ones, they seem fine. We're gonna need tie rods, at least one tie rod on this side because this one is bent. So that one is gone, very far gone. Let's just get it on the table. Okay, what does this one look like? This one, yeah, that's still fine. Okay, so let's get this brake caliper taken off, because I see we will need to replace the actual hub carrier over here. Okay, so this brake caliper looks fine, but we will go ahead and just pop it on the, let's put it on our shelf over here. So I had to rearrange the shelf a bit because the other day I had one of those airplanes come over and it was flying very low, it actually rattled all of the cans and they fell off and landed on the ground. Luckily that shelf didn't get as much of the vibration as that one did. Okay, so we are back on this corner for the moment, so I want to get this taken off, this caliper over here, because this one looks in good nick still as well. Yeah, even the brake pads look quite fine. So yeah, I think let's put these on the shelf. This one also looks not too bad, needs some pads, so we'll leave it on the table for now. Okay, so let's get this brake line disconnected as well. Over there, and then hopefully this will pop out, so we'll definitely need a new one of these because this one has seen better days. Alright, so let's get our brake rotors taken off. This one doesn't look too bad, so we'll pop this on the shelf as well. And let's just check this side. Now, this one isn't bad either, so that is fine. That can still go for a bit, so let's just pop it on top of that one. Okay, so then I'm not too sure, I haven't asked him yet about the interior because that seat is actually bent if you look at it like this, so we'll have to maybe get some new race seats for him. Alright, so this can come off as well. Hearing some thunder outside, but yeah, it's a little bit cloudy. Might get some rain a bit later on. So this hub is gone with the carrier, so that needs to be swapped out. Alright, so and then last but not least, this needs to come out. The other one. So that is also quite worn and shot, so we will get a new pair of those. Alright, so let me see if I can reach the bolts on the transmission down here. Alright, so there we have it, the transmission is out. So which we do already have a replacement for that is in much better condition, so that can pretty much go out here. Alright, so airplanes and thunder and lightning, so yeah, we are getting an eventful night this evening, but we will see how this pans out. Okay, so we are pretty much done with the stripping and such. Yeah, let me take these seats out because I think we'll get some better seats for this car. That one is, yeah, that's definitely damaged, so that'll be replaced as well. I'm just going to put these seats outside because there's not a lot going for them. And come to think of it, now that we've got the frame bare like this, we can actually put the roll cage back in. It'll make it a little bit easier to get it fitted. So let me grab this and see if we can get this bolted down again. Alright, there we go. So just get these bolts zipped down properly. Alright, so that is pretty much as far as I'm going to go with this car for today. We are going to go and see if we can find ourselves a donor vehicle in the morning. So I'm going to go to bed now and I will catch up with you guys in the morning. Alright, so here we are. It is the next morning and I had quite a nice sleep. So yeah, we are gonna be heading off. The weather looks a little bit cloudy still, so I did hear some thunder, but yeah, we'll see what happens today. So yeah, we are going to jump in our little coupe over here and head off to the junkyard, and I want to go and see what we can find over there. Alright, so we are here at S5, so that stands for Spartan's Stick Shift Speed Shop, and yeah, he basically sent me a text last night saying that our engine is ready, we can pick it up. So yeah, he's got a little shop. It's still fairly new, newly built recently, and I think yeah, he's pretty much just starting up his business. I believe this is the inline 6 engine he bought from us, and yeah, I'm not too sure if this is the engine he bought from us as well, but he's also busy with another V8 over here by the looks of it. So yeah, he is doing some engine work, and there is our engine he has refurbished for us. So yeah, that is looking much better. So now I need to try and see if I can get this thing in my little car over here, because I don't think it's gonna fit in the trunk with that in there. So I think it's gonna have to be passenger seat for this. Alright, by hook and by crook, the engine is loaded into our very small car over here. So now we're gonna make our way down to the junkyard and see what we have over there, because I think the guy told me he's got a couple of cars in, and our car is getting nice and dirty on this off-road over here, but that is fine. We didn't even have a look at the Spartan's little V8 over there, so let's maybe just stop here for a second. So yeah, let me show you guys this car. Alright, so he's got a beautiful Dodge Charger here with a scooped intake. Yeah, the grass is a little bit tall over here, but man, this thing is looking very, very nice. It's definitely put a lot of hard work into this. Maybe one day we will also be able to get a charger like this or something similar. Yeah, I nearly forgot to close his door because I don't think he's here. But yeah, definitely that is a beautiful machine. Alright, so let's get back in our little car over here and go to the junkyard. Alright, so we are down here at the junkyard, and yeah, let's take a little bit of a walk around. So hopefully this guy won't mind me taking a video.
You own a car?
Yeah, we're gonna see what cars you've got, bud. Alright, so yeah, let's take a little bit of a walk around. I think all the junk cars are there at the back. So he's got a couple of cars here to choose from. Just looking up for because I keep hearing a little bit of thunder here and there. So yeah, we are pretty much looking for one of these. So this will be a very nice donor car, not only for the project we are working on, but also it's got a little bit of a body kit on, which we could probably transfer to our car, and then yeah, see if we can get his car put together with the rest of the panels. But we are needing a couple more parts over here, so let's just scavenge around again. I think there's a little cabriolet over here. This has got it's got a couple of parts on it as well. Oh, it's got a nice front spoiler on this one too. So that is actually, yeah, we'll maybe source some parts from this one. Maybe if we can bring our angle grinder down, we can get this nose cut off, and the hood as well. Or maybe we can leave the hood. We don't need to buy another hood if we are going to use our hood on his car then, because I think this hood can go on our car then, as well as the body kit and the fender flares, as well as we've got that spoiler up there. I'm going to talk to the man over there and see how much he wants for this. And also I want to find out if he can do a delivery for us, because obviously this thing doesn't have wheels or anything. I think it's got one wheel at the back over here. Very, very broken suspension, as you can see. It's got a little bit of interior bits. Nothing really that we'll be able to use, but we'll see. Once we are done with stripping this thing down and taking the parts we need, we'll probably just sell it on again and get some money from, yeah, the scrap that's left. So I'm gonna go and have a little bit of a chat to this man and see what he says about the car. Alright, so yeah, I had a little bit of a chat with Ray. He's the owner of the junkyard over there, and yeah, he said he's asking for $2,000 for that shell, and then pretty much, yeah, we're gonna have quite a bit of parts to work with, and yeah, mostly the money that we're gonna get from the job will cover that as well. So obviously we are charging labor and such, but yeah, that's something we'll work out a price eventually. And yeah, I'll work a couple of magic with my math and send the guy a full quote on repairs for his car, and then obviously that'll hopefully cover all the expenses as well with our labor charges, as I've mentioned. But for now, we are going to head back home, and I will catch up to you guys when we get there safely, and maybe we can give our car a little bit of a wash. Alright, so we are safely back home, and yeah, the engine is also here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it out of the car over here, and hopefully we can get it mounted in the car over here. So I'm just gonna, yeah, pretty much just pop it in place and grab a wrench quickly and bolt it down so that we know this engine is pretty much good to go. Alright, so that is all that I'm going to be doing for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every view, every like. And also remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So right now I'm going to give my car a little bit of a wash. But yeah, I will be back with another episode soon. So yeah, until the next time, cheerio.